Party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew, it's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Ross moving, Lowe's, Rumble, Aldo NICE is the uncle.
It's a big week. I know what probably comes to mind at first, but indeed, no, I'm not talking about Halloween. And yes, it is Bama week, a very big week for football fans. And this had me thinking, and this brings me to my next point, I'm not really a big LSU fan like that, but if I gotta pull for somebody, might as well pull for the home state in general, and them boys from Louisiana, majority of them boys, so that makes sense to me. So, I'm pulling for LSU in general in comparison to other, schools out there. But in relation to Alabama, I don't get people who pull for Alabama. I just don't get it. People that's from Louisiana that pull for Alabama. I don't get people who don't pull for the home team. They don't have to be your favorite team, the home team, but if you're not in tune and in tap with the home team and really pull for your home team, your second or third favorite team, and really not in tune with them, call yourself a sports fan, I question you.
My new phone been doing the shit where it been cutting it off in the middle, so that's what just happened to me.
Cutting mine. It happens to me every time. I just want you to know, cut.
Every you touch the screen.
Yeah, I know, but if I touch the screen, it pauses.
No, I just kind of brush.
No, you gotta touch the white part though.
Yeah, I mean, Roger, you should have been told.
I know all about
all you gotta do is touch the white part.
I know nothing but I know all about that.
You know all about that. I say, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo Nice.
It's your boy Raj Smooth.
It's your boy Los, aka C.A.P.
Hey, look, Rumble started us off right. So that means I'm about to break tradition like a motherfucker.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do? I don't even the shit is crazy. He was talking about this, and today is Halloween Day, so cue that music up for nothing nice to say.
You know they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo Nice.
So, shout out to my homeboy, Sailor Savage, Big Brother SS Bright Star. This podcast is brought to you by my DP Cell one time. In 2008, he hit me up and said, bro, you're winning. The Lord is giving you a black president for your birthday. And sure enough, Obama was elected a couple days after November the 2nd. Then in 2009, he hit him up and said, you must be doing something good because God is doing it again. He sent you an undefeated Saints squad for your big day. And yup, we were running the table and ended up winning the Super Bowl. Shout out. 2010, 2011, LSU beat Bama for my birthday weekend. It just seemed like it was a given that the Lord was doing extra for your boy every year. That La Dia de la Muertos rolled around and it just so happened to coincide with mi cumpleaños. Then things started to dry up. I mean, I had fun for my birthday every year, don't get me wrong. Shout out to Alapalooza and the Islands for Mukamu Bachelor Party, all the other Alapaloozas, Aldo's Brewery that we had at the crib last year. And all those events were dope, but they didn't have that feeling of winning some shit on your birthday that I had become accustomed to. But this weekend stands to be different. It's the biggest weekend in the history of Louisiana sports. We got Alabama coming to town to take on our third-ranked LSU Tigers, and the Rams coming to town to take on our division-leading Saints. We cooking up some dope shit in the bayou and about to throw some Kushma on them boys back soon as they pass them state lines. I'm excited, and I actually think we could win them both. But it got me to thinking, wouldn't it suck to be a Cleveland sports fan? Ohio State falling apart, beating women. The Browns firing everybody. The Cavs lost LeBron and fired Ty Lue. And the Indians got their ass smoked in the playoffs. That's bad. But you know what's worse? Being from Louisiana and not being able to partake in all this fun and excitement. If you a whole ass nigga from Louisiana and you want LSU to win, but you hating on the Saints, or if you're a clown ass little boy who backing the Saints, but talking about Bama gonna win, I hope you don't have no fun this weekend. I hope your TV break and you catch your old lady smashing your cousin in a garage. Cause I ain't got nothing nice to say about being down with us, but not being all the way down with us. So I won't say nothing at all. Who that? And go Tigers.
Say, bro, if your TV break and your cousin smash, that is horrible.
I mean, I know we a little out of order.
I'm fine with it.
But
I like it.
I mean, it is what it is. Rumble
with
brought us in that direction, so that's the direction I'm going, man.
I'm rocking with it. But if your TV break and your cousin smash your lady raw, man, that's a
it would be.
I mean, what's worse,
you'll
raw or
never
not
like
raw?
November the 2nd in your life.
I mean, it's worse if your best friend your cousin smashing your lady raw. Obviously, raw is always worse in every scenario.
But if your TV break,
Is it though?
like right before the game,
I mean, you're gonna feel better about it if it's not raw.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not gonna feel better about it, but
raw's the extra.
I mean, it's not like yeah, you're right, you're right. But if she's smashing your friend raw, that means that thing probably smashing other people raw, and then it's gonna make you feel more icky.
Yeah.
Okay, so
indirect. Like what's she bringing home? No, very directly. What's she bringing home to me? To where she
I can't wipe that thing off.
Yeah, man. Now I gotta go get tested.
Yeah.
You smashing raw.
Nasty ass.
She little dirty stuff. But that's not the point. Raj, I know you got really strong feelings about this phenomenon. So speak on it, brother.
No, I mean, I'm gonna save something real quick because I feel like I done said a whole lot of stuff about this throughout the years on the podcast. I think I even had Uncle Smooth's Cabin that was along the same lines. One week, I just feel like people that don't pull for the home team got something wrong with them. Like that's really what I feel like. So that's all I really got to say. You know the suspects. I don't even know. I don't even understand where that come from. Like I don't understand like why not. And then it's not like the Saints suck right now or LSU suck right now. Like we didn't had some good almost 10, 12, 15 years of success. So why not? You know, like it's not like you're jumping on the bandwagon or nothing like that. But I guess that's what they think.
They sleep. And I mean, and you saying 10, 12, 15 years worth of success. I would argue we had a couple of down years around Katrina, but we were successful in 99 and 2000. We were winning playoff games with Aaron Brooks and Deuce McAllister.
I was saying Aaron Brooks came through
we've been 20 years of pretty decent football.
We took the bags off the heads a long time ago.
This ain't no new phenomenon.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, and that's kind of why the reason I feel a way sometimes about Houston sports fans, save the Astros. I mean, I like the Astros, but I feel like Houston is a very fair weather sports town. They are. And I feel like there's a lot of people out here who root for a lot of different teams, but they only really rock with their teams for when they win it.
About to win the
They wasn't talking like I go to the barbershop every week. Boys was off the Texans at 0-3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I don't know. I don't think the Saints fans is off the Saints at 0-3 because we didn't been 0-3, 0-4, 0-2,
and we
still there every week. We live. Look, hopefully we can turn around. Yeah, them boys was off the Texans. Now all of a sudden, we got, and boys probably couldn't even pronounce what's his name because who did they get?
Demarius,
touchdown Demarius. They got Demarius Thomas. And them boys like, oh no, the first thing that Texas people saying, oh no, they put a picture of him on Bleacher Report with an 80 jersey. Fuck that, Andre Johnson, the only 80. Like,
it's not true.
They didn't even know who he was. But now all of a sudden, oh man, he the best receiver whatever.
We about to win now.
We about to look. Cowboys gave up a first round pick. I'm not even gonna talk about how dumb that shit was.
That shit was crazy.
And we gave up a fourth round, and we got. So I mean, that's kind of how I feel. Be down with your city team all the way.
Yeah, I had to come to the realization. Couple months, about a year ago that, I've been out here since I was 17, 18.
You learned a lot. You grew up in Houston.
Yeah. So I'm from Louisiana, but I'm like down in my home. So I had to stop like fighting the urge of, okay, I need to at least be like, okay, I want them to win sometime. You know what I mean? It's hard to just be like, oh, I want the Texans, let's go Texans. But I just stop fighting the urge to be like, look, I don't like them niggas, fuck them, I ain't from here. And be like, okay, I don't mind y'all winning. Rockets, I don't mind y'all doing well. Just y'all not about to beat the Pellies. I'm not rocking with that. And okay, go Astro. I went to some games, 4 or 5 years ago when the chickens was real cheap. So I had to start pulling because I've been here 18 and Louisiana 18 years.
I mean, Raj talked about this recently. How long you been in Denver? 2 years, Raj? About coming up on 2 years?
Coming up on 2 years.
So as long as we've been having a podcast, you've been in Denver. Because that was pretty much coincides with...
We started it in.
Yeah.
4/20, 2017, I think was like the first recording.
Yeah. And that was probably like right when you had moved out there. And the thing is, you've always kind of felt a little differently about the Denver crowd because you said that they're not as obnoxious of sports fans when they're winning. So you kind of like rock with the Denver teams a little bit more than we would with the Houston teams.
Oh yeah.
I don't think would I be wrong to assume that Denver don't be having time to hate on New Orleans?
Absolutely not.
And that's the difference. Like Houston, they got time to hate on Louisiana.
Here's what I want to know. Like for the niggas in Louisiana, like that pull for, let's say, like a team like the Chiefs. All right, so you gotta have DirecTV.
Okay, Ronaldo. Okay, so if we pull it out now, okay, Ronaldo, Delcom, who else? But go ahead.
Put Brown.
Yeah.
All right, so for the niggas that like the Ravens, O'Neal Jones. For the niggas that like the Buccaneers. Like one, how you watch the games? Okay, two, so you got enough money to watch the games. But who you watch the games with? Your daddy don't like the Chiefs. Your daddy don't like the Ravens. I got no O'Neal Jones. O'Neal Jones the third, for instance. Shout out. That man dad is a Steelers fan. So you don't even watch the game? Like you're a division rival fan from your dad?
Yeah, that's
like
weak.
What you know what I'm saying? Like what sense does it make to pull for just a random team? Who you watch the games with? Like y'all boys watch the games together and take Saints shots. Like who you also you just found some other random nigga that like the same team that you like that makes no sense in the same city as you? That shit don't happen.
No, it actually does. We fought the dude we call him Fournette. Shout out Big Fournette.
But that's different though because that's Houston. In Houston, it's a large majority of New Orleans.
Then the Louisiana now.
So it's a little different. And we from Louisiana. He talking about like if we was growing up living out here.
Oh yeah.
And I mean still out here it's a good chance. Because they're such a fair weather sports town that you would find another
or somebody who migrated from Louisiana out here.
That kind of thing. That. Yeah. It's a little different over there, but
you don't migrate from Louisiana to Denver.
I'm talking about like the fact that Lil Wayne is a Packers fan. Like,
well, you heard his little story about that. I mean, it makes sense.
I ain't worried about that shit. Oh yeah, you okay? So you walked in front of Radio Shack and they had a Packers versus Browns game, and so of course you chose the Packers. Why you didn't choose the Browns?
That's not
what did the Browns win that
the
game?
Story.
His daddy worked at the Super Bowl or something. Yeah. And he brought home the cup and he always drank out the cups.
He had them cups at the house.
His daddy that nigga, he stole all the people cups in the back.
They didn't have no cups at the house.
All of them was Green Bay
Packers cups. And he was like, I was rapping. I wasn't worried about no football. So the only team I really gave a shit about was the Green Bay Packers. I mean, it's a funny story.
It's not like that's gonna make me feel any better about it.
All that man cups was Green Bay Packers cups.
Okay, so you was just talking about Saints games. I got a question. Do y'all have any weird, I mean, I can speak to ours, but do you have any weird, Roger, Saints superstitions that, sports superstitions, but Saints more specifically?
I don't.
None.
Not one?
None.
I heard on the radio
other than the fact that, like, if I find something, I'm gonna keep doing it. But it's never something consistent. It's just like, all right, well, I usually watch the game from the floor, or I usually watch the game from this side of the recliner, or this side of the sofa. Then I'll keep sitting on that side of the sofa.
Well, that's a superstition.
Something like that, but nothing crazy.
That's a superstition. I mean, because it has no bearing on the game, but you do it anyway. Like, we go to the same bar. Like, we went to a bar last Sunday, and they put us in a section next to the section we normally in. Yeah. And we got up and
Where's the manager?
We asked the manager to switch it so we could be in the section we normally in. Yeah. I sit in the same seat. Yeah. When the Saints on offense, I sit on the back of the seat. Yeah. When the Saints on defense, I stand up next to the seat in between these two sofas. Yeah. Like,
we have I sit on one side in the same exact spot every single time.
And shout out, this podcast brought to you by the Harry. He sits on the other side.
Yeah.
Like, we undefeated in that space.
We have not lost. Never lost.
The socks I had on today, I haven't worn them since week 1 because we lost to the Buccaneers and I hadn't worn them. But, I've worn them, but I haven't worn them during the Saints game since then. So, I mean, certain stuff like that, man.
A bunch of stuff.
You gotta.
To be honest with you, it's nothing defined. Mm-hmm. So I have gone to the same bar ever since the Saints been winning, and we've been undefeated. Shit's electric out here. But I don't sit in the same place or nothing like that. I just go to the same bar, and I want to be there. So I guess I do have a little bit of a sense of superstition.
We call it,
but it's not as crazy as y'all shit.
Well, let me tell you something funny. I was listening to another podcast, and this guy was saying that during the Saints game, he turned the channel, and when he turned it back, the Saints had scored. Then he turned the channel, he turned it back, and we scored a pick 6. Then he turned the channel, he scored it back, and we got like a first down. And he's like, I'm just gonna stop watching the game because it really ain't worth us losing
for me to
watch the game.
I'm with him.
That's wild, though. I mean, I gotta watch the game, nigga.
You can listen to it.
Oh shit! Yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll be sitting there with I don't know. That's tough.
That's rough. But
I asked you a question the other day when we was on the phone. I said, "What did I say?"
You don't remember what you said?
I said, if the Saints, if you can guarantee a Saints Super Bowl this year,
yeah, you did say that.
or they won't make the Super Bowl for a long time after,
said 5 years.
or be garbage or something. 5 years, okay, so cool. 5 years. Would you take the Super Bowl this year?
And I said absolutely yes.
All day long.
So okay.
Can I
The
be
Saints
in my
win the
same
Super
spot?
Bowl this year. The Saints win the Super Bowl this year, but the only way is if you don't watch one game.
Oh,
Damn,
God.
can I at least watch the Super Bowl though?
Can't watch the Super Bowl. Well, you can watch the Super Bowl. You can't watch one game but the Super Bowl.
Shit. I can listen to
I like
it.
that
huh?
stipulation.
Can you listen to it and do other stuff?
You can listen to it.
Okay.
But no video. Just straight radio, WWL. That's it.
Yeah, because
For
I mean,
Super
I
Bowl?
got Twitter and I can look at highlights right after.
No,
guarantee.
no video involved. You
Not
cannot
even-
watch a single game until the season is over.
No highlights or
after
nothing?
the game. Not even after
Nothing.
the game. No, Roger.
You
Roger,
you
listen,
can't
that's-
know.
that's
Oh man,
part
Drew
of the
Brees,
fun,
man,
though, okay?
man, cut that man had a one hand. Michael Thomas had a one hand catch. None of that. You can't watch the game.
Listen, the Saints winning the Super Bowl was the best football season ever of life. The Saints getting to the NFC Championship and losing to the Bears was probably second for me because it was so like we hadn't been there before. But that season where we lost to the 49ers in heartbreaking fashion, that was like one of my favorite seasons ever because we won like 13 straight games.
Yeah.
Part of it is being able to go to work and talk noise and be happy on Monday and be hyped at the Saints winning.
Saints jacket on.
You can't be that hyped if you're not watching the game.
I mean, are you taking the deal? They win the Super Bowl and you can watch the Super Bowl.
I'm not taking the deal because you did not give the caveat that we won't win the Super Bowl if I watch it. You just said we're guaranteed.
No.
to
And
win
that's
it.
and trust me, I thought about that.
Yeah.
I thought about that. So
guaranteed to
we
win
just
it
go
if
back
I
to
don't
regular
watch.
odds.
Well, it depends on how the season going. If I can take this deal whenever,
This year.
if I can take this deal whenever, then I keep watching till like the playoffs.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I just missed 2-3 games. I'm good. Get to watch the Super Bowl. I'm cool with that.
Oh shit, y'all stupid. I hate both of y'all, man. But yeah, Saint superstition is real. Something else I thought about. I tried to pull up this story, but I don't remember. Did Jameis Winston take a settlement for touching that Uber driver?
Yeah.
No, I think it got dismissed.
They got
The
I mean, he paid.
Then how he got 3-game suspension?
He paid something. Dismiss mean they
Personal
they
conduct.
settled something off the record.
So I mean, my question is, if you got money, anytime you do some stupid shit, you gotta pay.
Depending on who the person you did the stupid shit to is.
Okay. I just think it's a weird scenario that, like, if we got in the Uber, right? Because we be Uber riding somewhere,
going
be
to
all
jail.
fucked up.
We're going to jail.
Oh, no, but I don't necessarily think we're going to jail. I think they're going to get us out the Uber. Maybe the Uber driver's going to tell on us. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're going to be like, give us a terrible rating and
What
say,
did we
don't
do,
pick him
though?
up. Touch,
That's exactly
their
what's gonna
leg.
happen. You're gonna get a bad Uber
Touch their
rating.
leg.
That's
Like,
it.
because ain't that what Jameis Winston did? He touched the woman's leg,
I
right?
think he grabbed a breast.
No, I thought he grabbed that leg. Did he grab her breast or her leg?
I thought it was a breast.
I don't know.
I think he grabbed the chicken leg. So crab leg. So he,
chicken breast.
or chicken breast.
Yeah, he does like legs. I
He do
forgot
like
about
crab
that.
legs, so he gotta like
Big
legs.
facts.
He's a legs man. So either way, I think they, like Roger just said, they would have gave us 0 stars and then wrote a bad review.
Yeah. For a leg, yeah.
He grabbed me. But if it's Jameis Winston, you gotta pay.
Yeah, because he rich.
Wow.
That's life, though. It's just like if you get, like we talked about a while back, if you get hit by a famous guy like Bang, you get hit by...
I just got hit.com.
Yeah, but it's Bill Gates or somebody. Yeah, you...
My neck and my back.
But you get hit by Charlie, give me insurance, bro.
So I was just talking about the Browns. One other sports thing I wanted to say. Jameis Winston also got me thinking about the fact that the state of Florida has the poorest quarterbacks ever.
You can't say that.
Listen, think about what I'm about to tell you. The last time the state of Florida had a good quarterback
In the NFL.
had to be Tim Tebow in college. And before that, Dan Marino. And maybe Charlie Ward before him. Or at the same time as him. Think about it.
After Dan Marino.
They got Blake Bortles.
Jameis Winston did win the Heisman.
No, he's not good. Okay, so let's talk the pros then. So we talking the pros.
You got to. I'm about to say.
So Jameis Winston is poo in the pros. Okay? All right? What's that clown name? Blake Bortles is poo. Ryan Tannehill is poo. Before them, you can't even really tell me who. Like, Byron Leftwich was like the last good call. David Garrard? No, they weren't good.
Byron Leftwich used to wind that
But
thing
but the boys is poo. Florida's is poo at it getting quarterbacks in that
But you know what I think, too? I think that when you come out of college like that, you number one pick, man, you go to a poo-ass team. It's hard to be good on a poo team. There's very few people who can come to a poo team.
The Jaguars are good.
And change it around. The defense is good. The offense ain't shit.
So it's not a poo team.
Offense, okay.
I don't know if I would say that the offense ain't shit. The offense with a different quarterback has the potential to be pretty good.
Yeah, they should have been biased.
So you saying Jameis Winston can go over there and ball?
If I ain't doing nothing,
they should have got Teddy Bridgewater. Like, why wouldn't you get Teddy Bridgewater?
Or if not Teddy Bridgewater, they should have got Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah,
they should have got a nigga quarterback, but they don't want anything. Or they should. You know what? Honestly, I read an article about this last week. It was the evolution, and this is kind of where sports and politics and everything come together. They said it was the will of Blake Bortles, and like if they had done this with Blake Bortles, what would have happened if they wouldn't have signed the franchise tender? If they would have did this and would have did that. So one of the scenarios was had they signed Colin Kaepernick last year. They were like, there's no doubt in our minds like that they would have beat the Patriots and went to the Super Bowl. And they said it would have set up the biggest like controversial game in NFL history. The Super Bowl featuring Colin Kaepernick against whomever, Malcolm Jenkins, whatever, like against like the Trump would be out in full effect.
Trump, the KKK.
What?
They'd have blew it up.
Kaepernick kneeling at the Super Bowl. Oh, it would have been crazy.
I want to say that a little bit. Like I'm not gonna say I disagree with you. I'm not gonna say that. But the boys did beat the Patriots. Like the boys did everything in their power to beat the Patriots. Like they should have won that game.
Okay,
so I don't think Colin Kaepernick would have won it for him.
Wildin', boy.
I mean, you good with your analysis sometimes, but sometimes I just think and this is one of them. You're telling me as a football person that Blake Bortles isn't the most ass quarterback ever. He might not be the Nathan Peterman, but he's the worst. Blake Bortles is ass, I'm
not saying that. But I'm saying that I don't think that Colin Kaepernick would have did anything else to win that game last because it wasn't all on Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles didn't mess that game up last year.
Okay.
So you don't think?
Okay. I mean, if a quarterback makes no plays, and then you have the propensity for a quarterback to make plays, like every 7, because Blake Bortles ran for like more yards than he threw for in that game. So every 12-yard run that Blake Bortles got would have been 18 for Kaepernick. I'm not exaggerating when I say that, and I think you move the chains a couple more times, make a couple more plays. I guess it becomes a moot point to argue about what Kaepernick could do in sports because after some years and years, I never thought Kaepernick was the best thrower of the football either.
No. And
I think after a while, it's like he's never gonna be able to prove it.
He's accurate. He threw the ball hard. He got a strong arm. He's not extremely accurate though.
He was the original Pat Mahomes. He was the original Alex Smith get out of town because we got a better dude.
Yeah.
Everything Pat Mahomes was is Colin Kaepernick.
Just a little bit.
So I hope that this don't take away from the fact that I hope y'all understand that I do think that Colin Kaepernick is better than a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL, but that man wasn't that good.
I agree.
Nobody said.
Listen, when it was a question on the table of if the Saints were going to go after a backup quarterback of Johnny Manziel or Colin Kaepernick, and they were floating that idea around, I was kind of like, maybe Johnny Manziel, he throws more catchable ball, and maybe he'll learn to do, I feel like I've seen Kaepernick throw the ball where he bounced it at people and it looked ass. I've seen that.
His delivery too long too.
But the NFL is trash. They got trash quarterbacks playing, and Blake Bortles is very, very, very trash.
You know what I think? You know what I think? Here's where I'm going. As much as I love this player, since now we're on the Saints, as much as I love this player, Colin Kaepernick would be way better
Then Taysom Hill.
than Taysom Hill.
Well,
I love Taysom Hill.
I
love Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. Colin Kaepernick can't do half the shit Taysom Hill do, bro.
So is Colin. Bro, do you know how big Colin Kaepernick is? Around the same size as Cam Newton.
I don't care about
a little
your
bit
size.
smaller, but around the same. That's a big dude.
No, I'm saying he can't return kicks. He can't play on the kickoff
Maybe he
team.
could, though.
He can't catch.
He never did
No,
before.
he cannot.
Maybe he could.
No,
he
he
wouldn't have
cannot.
humbled himself.
But I mean, okay,
No,
so
he cannot.
we would be saying the same thing about Taysom Hill if we never saw him do it.
But he is,
I'm
though.
kind of on Team Roger on this.
But he is doing it though.
Yeah, I know. But I think that, and this is a whole nother conversation. I think this is a whole nother conversation about white privilege. And I think that it's funny how people say you inject. When I made that comment on Twitter one day, on Instagram one day about how the black quarterbacks in college are getting taken out by white boys, and somebody commented and said to the extent that you can't make everything play the race card. So first of all, the race card off top is racist. Don't ever fucking use that statement around me. The race card is not a real thing. We're just talking about race because it's a germane topic to everything that happens in America. Okay? There's no race card. But
Jermaine Spencer.
But the thing is, if you're talking about race in situations like this, Taysom Hill, the Saints' backup quarterback who runs a 4.3 40 or 4.4 40, whatever, and he plays special teams and he catches the ball and he's doing all kind of shit and they got him gadget plays, whatever. Why the hell couldn't Lamar Jackson be doing that 10 years ago? Or and I'm not even gonna say Lamar Jackson because he's now, but just think back to all of the quarterbacks who they Vince Young. Why Vince Young couldn't be? And I granted they wanted to be the all the time quarterback. Yeah. And maybe they didn't, like I said, humble themselves to be in that position. But it's funny that when a white boy got that skill set, you find a way to accentuate
keep him and get him on the team.
And just do whatever.
I'll get that point by saying I think Taysom Hill has the will and to do that. Like when you play quarterback, you don't want to get hit. Like last thing you want to do is hit.
So you think Tebow would have did it if he was?
Yeah, if he was fast enough.
If Tebow was in Sean Payton's system, you think Sean Payton would have had him out there?
Yes.
He doing all that stuff?
Yes.
Maybe not returning kicks, but everything.
If Tebow was willing to do it,
Tebow, he will hit somebody.
So, also, if Tebow was undrafted,
it's a copycat league because Webb, whatever his name is doing it for the Texans.
Yeah.
I watched the other game. Texans, he running down on kicks for the Texans.
You know who else did? Terrell Pryor. They moved him out.
But I don't know if they moved him out. I think
oh my God, Terrell Pryor would be way better than Taysom Hill. I love Taysom Hill. I love him. But let me tell you this.
He's not better than Taysom Hill, bro.
No, but he's not playing the same position that Taysom Hill is playing.
He can do everything.
So let me tell you how I feel. Los.
Well, he's not a great
Los
passer. He got an arm. He's not accurate, but he's a threat back there. We got a chat group name after this kid.
To your point, and this is going to speak to your point, I don't know if y'all boys ever went to I know y'all boys play basketball together. Y'all boys usually play, I'm sure, with all black dudes. Cool. I've done that. And I've also played with all white dudes. I don't know if you ever did that, but whatever, if you did, cool. White people never call foul. Never.
That's bullshit.
Ever.
I play with white boys twice a week, and they call fouls all the time.
Okay, I don't know who you play with then, but I'm talking about, do you play with athletic white people?
White boys.
Okay, when I'm talking about athletic white dudes.
Okay, so I don't care. Like the quantifiers that you're going to use aren't going to change the narrative here. I can't.
So are these people? Are these people athletic? Is what I'm saying.
And they don't call. And they call fouls too. Yeah.
I've never. Okay, well, every time I play basketball with white people, they never call foul. Every time I play basketball with black people, like it's like I'm calling foul. Like if I scrape you, like if I just tip you on your elbow, you call it foul.
I hear you, Treasure.
What is it?
When it comes to black people,
I don't know what that means.
I think I'm going to tell you. When it comes to black people, I think they ugly, and I have nothing in common with them, and I don't call fouls.
No, I'm saying I call foul too. Like I'm with us, but but I'm saying I just notice white people don't call foul. A lot of times, I'm like, you don't want that, and they're like, nah, I'm good, and I'm like, well. Damn, okay, cool. I thought that was a foul, but it's all good now.
Basketball etiquette is to give him the ball.
I get your point. Like, it's a different.
So what I'm saying is I feel like Taysom Hill is one of them dudes.
He ain't gonna
like Taysom Hill don't call foul.
And I
like he going ham. He gonna do whatever you ask him to do, and he don't give a fuck.
I called foul on Vince Young for throwing up in that bar last couple weeks ago.
Oh, we're not gonna put that man out there.
Well, shit.
He tried to play it off too, didn't he?
He didn't listen to our podcast, so he ain't gonna hear it. Okay, so I was just alluding to, Rod, you might not know this story. A black teenager sparked a lot of BS this week when she was on
Ugly.
Dr. Phil. And she said that she had nothing in common with black people. They call her Treasure. She said, people try to tell me I'm African American, but it's not true. I'm a Caucasian because everything I do is different from African Americans. I believe that I'm completely and utterly better than them. She said they're gorillas. And she started following the Ku Klux Klan on social media. And a whole bunch of stuff. She identifies as a white person. She calls herself transracial. It was a whole lot. A lot of people saying that Dr. Phil was being exploitive. I'm taking it you haven't seen this, Roger.
I haven't.
Oh well, shit. I got this thing playing over here on the thing. But yeah, it's an interesting story. 50 Cent posted a picture of her. Oh my god, with a close up on her teeth and it looked like a Batman, the Batman sign. Oh my god, that was
and her, I don't know who raised her, like, but her mother says, she doesn't agree with her, she against her, whatever. I don't know if you can sleep in my house like that, man. I have a big problem with you dismissing your heritage like that. Like, it's your race, girl. You talking about you a white girl, and you look like she's not, like, you have no attributes of her. She said her body's slim like Kim Kardashian. Like, she was. I think she need to get checked out or something.
I think she's the reverse Cash Me Outside girl. Like, she's trying to catch that wave of popularity. Like, I'm gonna go over there and be anti whatever everybody says.
But she has to know you can't win like that.
Well, the Cash Me Outside girl won.
Wait. You said you can't win like that?
Not being a black girl.
Let her
not
her.
If you saw her, she's not gonna win.
She can't.
You can't be a black girl and go try to be a white person. It hadn't worked for nobody. Any black man who tried to go be a white
Did we just talk about this? Taysom Hill could come be a running quarterback. He could come try to be black all day.
You can't.
Black dudes
You
can't
can't
really
go be a white man, dog. It's just not gonna happen.
Wait, so let me ask you, why can't this chick do that?
Number one, she ugly as hell. Sorry, little kids. But number two, you just can't be black and go try to be a white person. They're gonna let you know, hey, guess what? Wake up, you a nigga. It's not gonna happen. Ask Bill Cosby.
But like, so I follow some people on Instagram because I think that they're ridiculous.
Okay.
And I want to see what they're going to do next. I think this girl could get followers on Instagram for doing dumb, stupid
Fair
ass
enough.
shit. I really think that she can.
But a lot of those situations become train wreck situations. Like,
maybe.
I mean, I guess Omarosa might be the best example of somebody who might have come out on the other side of it being okay.
But they eventually let her know too.
Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna find out you a nigga, but at a point, if you've already made as much money, if you already got famous and made your money and found other ways.
But I mean, she damn Omarosa, you heard nothing from her since.
I saw she was on Bill Maher. That's the last time I saw her.
Okay, you get interviewed every now and then because you do know a little bit. I guess a little bit about politics.
Yeah,
you catch a few interviews. I don't think they pay you to come on Bill Maher.
I don't know. I
watch Bill Maher all the time.
that I don't know. That's a good question, but I
you know what I'm saying? So I mean,
I think this little girl could definitely get. I mean, for what it's worth, get on some kind of little wave to where she get 1 million followers on Instagram and drop an album. That could happen.
It's gonna be a
the
country
album
album.
better be good.
I don't know.
I mean, the Catch Me Outside Girl album ain't good, so it don't matter if it's good or not. She dropped the album, and people gonna listen to it because they want to see what stupid shit she gonna say.
CNA said he smashed on this podcast. We're gonna, and she's like 12, and that's not cool. But I guess if it's grass, and
I don't know nobody named CNH
at all.
I'm not even
the views expressed. While we talking about some black and white, man, let's talk about some politicking right quick, just real quick, and not sneaker politics, just politicking. Shout out, this podcast brought to you by Cody Ray. See how I did that there? Give me the yeah. Put me in the game, coach. So right now the two is freshest, hottest people in the game right now. I don't know if you guys are aware. You should be. If you on your social media wave at all. And even if you're not on your social media wave, if you're just kind of like in a place where you're like just keeping up with your politics. The two biggest names you should hear are I'm forgetting his first name already. Let me make sure I get it right before I say it. Gillum. What's Gillum's first name?
Not Andrew.
Andrew? I thought it was Andrew. Is it Andrew Gillum? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Andrew Gillum. Andrew Gillum is correct. Mm-hmm. So Andrew Gillum's running for governor of Florida. And he had like the quotable of the week last week when he was in a campaign. They were having a debate. And he said, I'm not saying you're a racist, but the racists think you're a racist. to his opponent. I was like, ooh. So he was clapping at him.
Hit him with a hit dog will holler.
So yeah, they got a lot. Yeah, a hit dog gonna holler. He said a whole bunch of things that shot him up the races.
Yeah.
The other person is Beto O'Rourke in the Texas Senate race. He's running against Ted Cruz.
Beto talking that good shit now.
Beto originally came to fame, if y'all remember, he was on Instagram, on Facebook, and people were just reposting this video of him talking about the people kneeling for the national anthem, and he was saying that that's the most patriotic thing you can do. It's not unpatriotic. He's got a lot of John Kerry, John Kennedy, Obama swag to him.
Mm-hmm. With a tad bitch. What was the vice president when Obama was at?
When Obama, a little Biden,
just a tight like a
little Al Gore.
Yeah, a little dash of Biden in there too. So he'll say whatever. He'll let you.
Yeah.
He ain't tripping.
His name's Roberto, but he goes by Beto. So yeah. I don't know how a Roberto goes by Beto, but you know I'm
rocking with that. You know,
Beto, whatever.
Yeah, he don't want to get sent back.
But all of that to say, he is, from all indications, the best chance.
Yeah.
I mean, let me take it back a step. They're both in very, very, very narrow races, right? Mm-hmm. But a lot of people out there are saying if either one, Andrew Gillum or Beto O'Rourke, win their nominations, they are probably going to be the person who can challenge Trump in 2 years.
Yeah. We just gotta hope they don't have nothing deep in their class. You know, Trump gonna find it, bro.
Well, I'm not worried about. Trump grab people by the pussy. Like
he Trump though.
But it's not the point.
But you know,
you're missing the point.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying you gotta watch that. But I like Beto because when you see him on his commercials, he got a collar shirt on, half buttoned up, white t-shirt on up under it. You know, he shop at J.C. Penney's. You know what I mean? I like that. I like he's just a regular dude. You know, fighting for his country, want things to be right. I like that about Beto. He seems sincere. He doesn't seem like he think, you know, like he trying to get over on me or just tell me what I want to hear. You know, which we do know, you know, what, 65-75% of politics is bullshit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I believe the other 75% for him.
So, Democrats can't really win in, like, big state races in Texas. Because there's so many just staunchly racist pockets of this state that it's very hard.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem with him. Because if Beto was in like any other state, he would probably win, and then the Democratic Party would boost him up as the person to take on Trump.
Yeah.
And he's got one of those charismatic personalities that would win. The issue is, if he loses to Ted Cruz, can you put him up for president? That's hard. And I mean, because the narrative is very easy that he's in a state where he's not supposed to win.
Yeah, he's not. It's stacked against him around here.
But he... From my money, look, you see, I got some Beto shirts over there.
I saw him.
I'm like, man, I feel like he the dude to beat Trump, but
too.
I don't know if he can
I feel like if Trump could just jump in the race and get down, I feel like anybody can get it.
Fair enough.
Personally. I mean, I'm optimistic about that type of shit. Like if Trump could just hop out there,
I could just see Trump on him in debates. But you're a loser.
Yeah,
you don't even win.
Yeah,
you can't even win your own state.
Where's his tie?
Get this guy out of here. He's not even a winner. He's a fraud. He's a complete fraud.
Yeah.
We're gonna call him Fraud Beto.
Yeah, something stupid. Beto Peto. I mean, Beto like Peto.
I'm making him a Peto.
Yeah.
Geppetto.
Yeah.
He's a liar.
Now he gonna be like, I should send you back right now, huh?
Right? Trump will say some stuff. See, Andrew Gillum, if he got up there against Trump, that'd be a problem. Because Trump wouldn't be able to do all that against a black man. And the thing about Gillum is, I don't think, and this is gonna sound away, but I said it the other day, I'm going to stand behind it, I'm going to say it again. I don't know if the world ready for a black president who black.
Yeah. That's the
Obama we rode that line real closely. He was black. He was biracial.
Say black.
He was Kaepernick black.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's different.
Yeah. It's different when you got a black Andrew Gillum talking about,
hey,
relax. Hey, Trump.
Hey,
relax.
I'm not saying you racist. But the racists think you're racist.
Yeah, and then Trump will tell him something fly, and he'll be like, hey, listen.
Relax.
You might want to relax.
I'm telling you, relax.
Imagine he said that.
Relax. You still grabbing?
You know how you walked up all behind Hillary Clinton, walking behind a nigga turn around like, say, bro, get from behind me.
Don't get
on stage, get from behind me.
Don't get this fuck.
Hey, somebody come get your man.
Say, bro, you better, you good? You good? All right, I was just making sure. Hey man, what's up with your boy?
So something I noticed about them, and this got me. What really got me thinking about it was, I was driving. Raj, do you have any thoughts on these people? Do you know these people?
No, I'm just looking. I'm doing a little research on them. One, I don't think Gillum could, even if he did win. He's 39 years old. He'll be 41 come election time. That's too young. So he's not. I don't think he's going. I don't know. Maybe not. 30-year-old head coach in the NFL. So apparently that ain't too young. So we'll see. And I don't know much about the Beto guy.
Oh,
I don't know him.
Well, anybody over 30.
That's y'all man.
Anybody over 35 can be the president.
Yeah.
No, definitely, but it just has never happened before. So if it happens, that's cool. I just think that
Obama was in the 40s.
Yeah.
In his 40s.
But he wasn't 41. He wasn't fresh out his 30s.
I get you. Beto's that guy. Beto's definitely that guy. Like
I like Gillum though.
I like Gillum too.
If he win and make Gillum his vice president,
yeah, that'd be some craziness.
That boy coming there with a Supreme sleeve on it, or a Supreme tie on.
Supreme tie. Dog, that'll change the whole game.
If he coming in with the Supreme tie when they win.
And he'd just be like the black dude behind him, like that's my look. Like relax.
With some J's
I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna be over here.
Hey, look here. Just send all the beef my way.
I want all the smoke. Come out to that NBA young boy. So what I thought was interesting today, actually, I was driving through West U, which is like in Rice Village, and it was like Beto. Everybody got signs up. Beto. Beto mania is crazy out here, and it's interesting. He had a whole town hall on MSNBC a couple of nights ago. So he's a really, really big deal.
Was he's a neighborhood that you wouldn't think he would be in?
Yeah,
too.
He's went to every district in the state. He's a really big deal. But I was walking, it was like Beto, and then next to the Beto house, it was a Ted Cruz house with like everybody Ted Cruz like supporting. Mm-hmm. But the house to the left and to the right of him was Beto. Mm-hmm. How do you feel if your neighbors got them signs up for somebody you don't really fuck with? Like, come election time in 2 years, let's say you walk into your apartment, Roger, and you see Trump. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who your political affiliation is these days, but let's say it's different than your political affiliation next to you. Like, would you feel a little pressure to say, hey, look, this is what I believe? Or do you not give a shit?
No, I don't want to. Okay, I don't talk to my neighbors. But two, if I did, I'm just not going to talk about that. I don't necessarily, I mean, like I guess some people do, but I don't necessarily always associate political party with mindset. How you going to treat me?
I feel like
I've met some pretty nice. I did meet this pretty. I didn't like him at all. He had a Trump hat on, a black dude at the store one day. I didn't really like him that much. He just seemed like he didn't like black people. But I've met some other people with. In fact, the dude. Okay, so I moved out here for a job, and the owner of the job, who I met, who moved me out here, got Trump beanies and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that man took a chance on me. So I don't necessarily always associate political.
You took a chance on him.
Maybe I did, but I'm saying that man didn't have to. Like, he didn't move. He didn't. But he didn't move.
I know, I get you, but Raj, I get you. I get where you're coming from. And that is a valid point. That he didn't have to necessarily be racist, quote unquote, because he hired you. And he was still like, make America great again. I just don't know if I, as the person looking for employment, would be able to take a position with somebody with the Make America. Matter of fact, let me not even say that. I'm 100% sure I wouldn't.
Okay, well, what I'm trying to tell you, my point is that I didn't know that man was a big time Trump supporter.
You got out there?
After I found out, it didn't change how I felt about him. I don't.
There's levels to that. You're right. If you don't know how somebody coming, because honestly, I just found out. Like, I mean, I kind of knew, but I was at my boss's house a couple of weeks ago, and we were up there. She lived a high life. We was up there having some wine, talking about politics and talking about stuff. And she really just hopped into it talking about, yeah, I already went and vote for Beto. Like, I'm with the shits. And if somebody, and I started asking her the same questions we asked on the podcast about if somebody came around you with a Confederate flag or Make America Great Again hat. And she was like, oh my God, I was in the elevator the other day. She's a white lady. And she was like, a lady got in the elevator with a Make America Great Again hat on. And I just cringed. And I was trying to like get off on the next floor. I didn't even want to be on the elevator with her. Cause I was like, I just thought that that's such a message. And she was like, I didn't really think about how I really reacted to it till you're asking me this right now, Alan. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, it's just an interesting thing. And I was dropping a whole bunch of things we talk about on the podcast, but just to hear her opinion on it. And I mean, she could be lying to me, you know. Yeah. She could have gotten that ballot box and say totally different. But I don't get that vibe from her though. I mean, the way she was. I
remember when Trump won, and I went back to work the next day, and the lady was in the front with 2 flags. Old lady, like that sweet lady. She got like a little cartoon voice. You know, she's just an older lady, sweet lady. I looked at her totally different. First thing I said, he don't care nothing about. I had to stop. My principal was like, Coach, because she was right.
You don't care nothing about the kids you teach. That's the answer.
I say
he about to cut all these programs for the kids you teach.
Now we can't.
So we know you don't give a fuck about what you're doing for a job.
Now we don't even have paper. You know what I mean? At first I said, he don't care nothing about you. Why are you happy? You broke just like the rest of us walking around here. Yeah, you've been teaching 85 years, but you still ain't got no money. Your husband might be all right. You ain't got no money.
I think it's dumb to vote one party in general. Now, I don't want to get too much on the soapbox about this, but I think it's dumb to be like, oh, I'm just voting Democrat or I'm just voting Republican. No. I think you need to know what's your own interest and vote your own interest. I had a talk. This podcast is brought to you.
That's how I feel as well.
This podcast is brought to you by John Murray. Everybody doesn't have the luxury to feel the way I feel. Okay? And I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm financially stable. I got good shit going for me. If I ever fell down, I feel like the probability of me hopping back up higher is imminent. Like I fucking does this. And I feel as though I can take myself out of myself. And I got this from one of my friends, the Harry, long time ago when he was real young, making a lot of money. And he made a comment one day and he said, man, look, sometimes you got to be with your people. Like, I got to be with my people on national stuff, on big things like healthcare, on big, like, that's important to me. I don't give a shit who married who. I don't give a shit if a man fucking a man. I don't care if Mexicans Guatemalans, which we're going to talk about in a little while, or Nicaraguans, whomever, are trying to come on a caravan to the United States. Who cares? Yeah. Who cares? How is that going to change my day-to-day life at all? Oh, my taxes going to go up. Well, guess what? I make money, so I'm not going to feel that. Like, it's not really hurting me. And I mean, some people going to be like, oh, wow, that's going to hurt my pockets. It's possible, but you don't give a shit. Like, I give a shit about unarmed kids getting killed and people trying to put it into social justice programs. Yes. I give a shit about, like, certain things. But in my neighborhood, I might not want kids pandering on the streets. I might not want homeless motherfuckers sleeping on my sidewalk in front of my house. Like, so if I'm talking, I might, and I'm gonna say it. I might be partial to a judge who, on one hand, might be on some strict punishments for minorities, but on the other hand, he might be like, look, if it's a domestic dispute, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to the man. And I know that sounds crazy, but I'm way more likely to be in a scenario where somebody lie and say, oh, Alan pushed me or something, than me being in some kind of police. I think I'm more likely to be in that situation.
No, I feel like you had an opportunity to be in both, especially the way we move around Houston all the time, and we always out.
You can find a candidate who can do both.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if it's a juxtaposition between the two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
I want a judge to care about men too.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree.
I don't want a judge to automatically think because a woman say, he touched my leg in the Uber. I need 2 years.
I don't agree with that. I definitely agree with that part of it. I think it needs to be found both sides. But how we don't know where they came from, their background, what they saw. So people can say they when they sit on that bench, they're impartial to whatever. But
they might not be.
They're not. Because at the end of the day, you still have feelings, and it's hard to take them out.
I feel like if Kavanaugh was on the Supreme Court talking to Jameis, he gonna be like, nah, you probably didn't do that shit. Yeah. Just like I ain't did that shit.
Yeah. But my thing is too, though, you gotta look at both sides. Like if like you said, if me and you did it, would you gonna sue us? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gonna hit me for $2 million?
Yeah, right.
No. I ain't got it.
I mean, I'm using that as an extreme case, right? And I'm not necessarily 9 times out of 10 I vote straight Democrat. But my thing is, if I have time to look at it, which like I plan to do this weekend, to look at all of the races and all of the propositions and everything that's coming up, and make sure that I'm voting my interest.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and voting who I think best represents me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
But what I find is funny about the Trump phenomenon, just kind of going forward, is that I feel like people who vote for Trump are, I think that if you vote for someone, you shouldn't be a pussy about it. So I kind of feel like those people who put "Make America Great Again" hats on and put shit in their yard, let it be known.
Yeah,
let it be known.
I always
like
if
know that's what you at, if that's where you at,
let me know.
Let it be known.
Yeah, let me know.
But like you was just saying, my boss might have been talking all that shit, then turned around when I'm not there and be like, oh my God, did you hear him with all that liberal stuff?
Yeah.
I'm going in that ballot box and I'm voting for Ted Cruz. Like, don't be a pussy about it. If that's what you feel and you feel like that's your interest, stand by that shit.
I'm okay with that. I like to know where you are, where you stand. You know, don't come sneak attack me.
I just don't think you. I just don't honestly like. I don't think you should. I don't know. Like I'm not trying to. Like I wouldn't necessarily be trying to hide nothing. But like I just don't think I would put anybody's sign in my yard unless it was my family. Like and I was with
I agree.
Shit, like with them.
I agree. I think I put the.
Like I'm not putting that.
I put the sign in my yard if my neighbor had the sign in their yard and it was opposite of my sign.
I wouldn't. That's petty. I wouldn't do that.
It's not petty. I'm just letting them know what time it is.
Okay.
I'm letting them know I'm not scared to stand up behind the shit that I believe in either.
No.
But if that's
ain't
not
nobody
how,
gonna make me do something. Nobody's
actions
actions are gonna make me do something. Like that's crazy. Like so, somebody puts a Trump sign right next to me. Cool. Now I know where you at. You don't know where I'm at though. I don't need you to see me moving because real G's move in silence, like lasagna.
Okay, Weezy.
There you go.
Hey,
and I wanted to talk about bombs and shootings and caravans of people and Kanye trying to get back down with the culture, but that's a good segue to something I want to talk about, man. I said last week I wanted to talk about rap lyrics gone wrong, man, and I said this because we were out watching the Saints, and they start playing some music, and I said, man, I'm holding court. We about to hold court right here, right now. Some of these rappers drop lyrics that be having these kids completely bamboozled, ran them up, led astray.
Big facts.
Because they're not talking big facts.
No.
On their songs.
That's been going on for the beginning of time, though.
Okay. So I'll give you 5 examples.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell you the most egregious one that we just have to stop. So the 5 examples that I did a little research and was kind of looking around was a song called Peekaboo. Lil Yachty says, she blow that dick like a cello. Does anybody see something wrong with this line?
You can't blow a cello, brother.
A cello is definitely like a violin.
It's a string instrument. It's bigger than a violin.
You can't
I
blow
play cello. It's a string instrument.
A cello. That's stupid.
Louisiana State on an orchestra.
So some kid is walking around asking a band director, I want to blow the cello.
You do want, I got win. Director, I got the win.
Exactly. An older song by Run DMC, King of Rock. This is a very I don't know if that's the beat or not, but that's one of the Run DMC songs.
That's how they matter.
He said, no, it is. That's the run. Every time we play, we break 2 needles.
Okay.
There's 3 of us, but we're not the Beatles.
It's more than 3 Beatles.
It's definitely 4 Beatles. Definitely 4 Beatles.
And they circle jerk, right?
They circle jerk. We talked about them on the podcast. If you're gonna have a Beatles reference, should definitely be 4 of them. Nelly, underlay, mommy, E-I, oh. On that song, he says, I'm a sucker for cornrows and manicured toes. Raj, when's the last time you had your toes manicured?
Nah, that one not. That one not good. Because women do wear cornrows and they toes manicured.
When the last time you got your toes manicured?
When the last time you been to the beach?
My nigga, it's called a.
That's a pedicure, Los.
Oh
yeah.
He got
Snap into a Slim
I ain't
Jim.
paying attention.
I know. He got y'all for years.
Yeah.
He probably walk into the little Chinaman.
Hey, let me get them manicures on these feet.
The manicure. They probably look at
You're right about that.
Stupid nigga.
How you pay?
No, not doing that. We're not doing that one.
That's what they do.
Two more. On the song Yes, Lil Wayne says, we just like you said, real G's moving silence like lasagna. He had another spelling part where he said, Weezy F baby, and the F is for phenomenal.
That's okay. You can't do that to him.
What you mean?
You can't do that to him. He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose.
That's not the point. Even if he did do it on purpose, how many little niggas went to their school spelling bee or did some other stuff and was like, oh, phenomenal, F-A-N. You don't think so? You don't think that's a real thing, right?
They will get you because
You don't. So you don't think any kid spell phenomenal with an F because they heard Lil Wayne say that?
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no. Kids gonna spell phenomenal with an F just
They're gonna spell phonetically just because, and then Wayne reinforces that?
Definitely. And they gonna argue to teach you down.
Okay, one more.
Nearly got me, man.
On the song Still Tipping, the remix, Chameleon Ass says, always been about them horizontal lines through them S's. That's a $sign.
Okay, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
That one's real bad.
Yeah. So, once again, as a math teacher, kid will come in there, I'd be trying to teach them about X and Y coordinates, and they'd be like, oh yeah, that's horizontal right there, like the S's. No, my nigga, that's vertical. It's vertical. So that's bad. But, okay, I say all of that to say, those are bad lines. But the worst that I've been wanting to hold court about for years, it's got so many real ramifications in society as far as how society is run. It's Lil Bootsy. It's Ratchet. And on the song Ratchet, he says, and I quote, the president he ratchet. And Saddam, man, his ratchet ass ain't have to send them motherfucking planes. That is a direct quote. And he is directly talking about 9/11. And he says, the president is ratchet. It's George Bush.
Yeah.
And Saddam.
Yeah.
Because his ratchet ass didn't have to send those planes. Saddam Hussein got killed and taken deposed from power in Iraq, probably because of Lil Bootsy saying that he sent them planes.
Yeah.
Osama bin Laden got to live for a whole nother 10 years.
Yeah.
Because the United States government was like, hold up. President Bush was like, hold up. Where we need to send troops?
He called Bootsy saying, hey, Saddam, man.
And Bootsy said, Dad. He was like, where you send them? Where you need to send the troops? IRAQ. Like, Zoom. Send them. Bootsy got a generation of children thinking that Saddam Hussein did the 9/11 bombings.
Them niggas don't be listening to no beats anyway, no lyrics anyway.
The one thing I thought might have been like, if Bootsy was really on this shit, maybe he was referencing that George Bush actually sent the planes. And he was just saying Saddam ratchet. Because we all assume that he's just saying George Bush ratchet and Saddam sent the planes. Mm-hmm. But maybe he was really trying to be like... Low key. So
you don't want the Secret Service knocking on your door.
Low key, Bush did 9/11? Is that what he said?
It might be a Bootsy Bush 9/11 conspiracy theory. Are y'all not here for that?
I'm here for all that. You know, I'm with the shit all day.
Yeah, I won't say it on air.
Hey, look, this weekend, Alapalooza. Not really in a traditional form, but yeah, if you listen to this on a Friday, whenever my birthday, 11/02, man, make sure you post me on social, man. Holla at the kid, man. It's going down. We're gonna have some good times this weekend. So before we get too far off the rails, let me do a couple of things. Shout out the intro music. We didn't necessarily talk about it. New intro music. Shout out to the uncle.
The uncle, boy. Shout out to uncle.
One time for the uncle, man. The uncle make his music for y'all to listen to, man.
Yeah, we got our own production. We gotta get him a tag.
We gonna party all night.
Uncle on the beat, uncle.
The uncle is good. The uncle is fine, man. Y'all holla at the uncle. It's yo.
Shout out the whole podcast crew. Shit, I didn't listen to that thing. I'm telling you, it's got the most listens on my iTunes right now.
You already know what it do. Yeah, go follow the uncle. His tag is Yo is Trent. So go follow Yo is Trent. So normally this is when I hit the music for nothing nice to say, but I think we could go backwards and just tell y'all what burns my boudin this week. So the first thing that burns my boudin is kids. Well, no, let's start with this one. When I go to the grocery store and I go to my little express lane, they say 10 items or less. You can have 12, you can have 13. Don't have 25. That's a disrespectful thing because they're not going to turn you away. But you know what's even more disrespectful than that? When you go to the self-checkout lane and you stupid. There should be like some kind of a little standardized test that people got to take. Like you gotta like, it's like a license you got to have to be able to walk into that. Like you have to be able to scan a little card that says, oh, I know how to.
Like the Wonderlic test. Something real quick and light.
No, you need to do it.
Well, so basically what you're saying is like you basically bring your driver's license, and if you're under a certain age, you can use the self-check.
No, you gotta have a set.
I guess they do have some stupid young people, but I mean, I feel like majority of it is like the older crowd.
You saying like the people who non-tech savvy?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like you gotta download like the Walmart app or the whatever app and take a little test on that about how to scan some little 10 question.
I think maybe all you gotta do is download the Walmart app. That's it. If you can download the Walmart app and like pull up the scan, you good.
If you can pull up the scan and let them scan your scan to walk into the section, you're good. You're right. I like that. That's perfect. But that needs to happen because
like a little check Wakanda tattoo.
In your lip.
You gotta pull your lip down.
I feel like that's where I have my like some real good conversations when there's someone stupid at the self-checkout line, because that's usually where I go, because I don't ever buy groceries in bulk. I never understood how my mama did that. How she just bought, we always like, we'll have ground meat in the freezer. Like I don't do that. You know, like I don't have all kind of shit in my house.
Ground
like
turkey,
just
son.
go to the
nobody eat beef no more, bro.
Bro, this is I'm talking as a child. We all had ground meat at the house. Okay, I buy turkey now too as well, so I get off me. But what I'm saying is like I don't have a whole bunch of groceries. I go to the grocery store. When I do, I don't buy a whole bunch of stuff. I buy what I need, and then it's usually small enough to where I can get it done at the self-checkout line. I have really good conversations because it's always like this person. Like, you know, why don't they help them? And I'm talking about the associates not helping them and all kind of stuff. So I feel you on that one. That burns my boudin as well.
And they got 75 baskets at the self dash.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of stuff. You can't have too much stuff at the self.
With that big.
You see people with 75 baskets at the check dash?
Yeah, I've seen it too. Like a bunch of stuff.
Bro, I'm talking about the food. I'm talking about food stamps.
Water all at the bottom of it.
Yeah, steaks, lobsters.
No, not at the self checkout.
Which one accept cash?
No, I got the long.
No.
You like Long Star? Oh, this one right here. She got one bucket, drag another one.
Oh, I'm bringing 10 case of beer, and ain't nobody on duty. So now they gonna have to wait because we can't verify your age. But you're clearly 46.
Nah, that don't happen. That does not happen out here.
What you mean?
They don't drink beer?
Buku. No, well, you can't really fool around with stuff like that at the store. But I mean, buku baskets at the self checkout line. Like no.
They're not letting it happen.
I don't think so because I've never seen it happen.
Straight card.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna give you another thing that's burning my boudin this week. It didn't happen to me this week, but I just thought about it when I went grill up recently, and I got home, and I was like, man, don't you hate when you order some food? You ask them,
yeah,
do they want some food?
Nope.
They say no. You get back, they eating in your food. Cause they plan the whole time to eating your food. That definitely burns my boudin.
So now you done paid for food and you still hungry.
Now somebody said that you can like tell certain places like, hey, I need like a girlfriend portion, and they'll put you a little bit more.
What place is that?
Well, no,
that's dope.
No, like a lot of sitting restaurants. If when they come, like you say, yeah, I want this. Let me get the fries. You want something? No, you don't want the fries. Can I get like the girlfriend portion?
For real?
Ask a waiter.
I ain't never heard that before.
Try it. I've heard that it's a thing. That they'll put you a few more. Let you know. They might tax you a little bit more, but they'll put it on you.
You know why I'm not asking that? Because I don't know if that's really a thing, and they're gonna look at me.
Do you want it to be a thing?
Yes.
You gotta ask then.
You gotta ask. You gotta ask. I've heard it. I've heard it's a thing. Look, people. I'm gonna do like Trump. A lot of people are saying it. People are saying it. I've heard it. I've heard a lot of people talking about it. I mean, I can't confirm or deny it.
This
but
is one of these videos so you can see your hands.
Heard a lot of people talking about it. Must be a thing.
So I'll tell you this. So it's funny because I wish of course now I have that problem, that same problem that you have. But whenever I was young, I had that. I wish I could have got the Gram Star portion, because I had to do the same thing when you was around.
I don't have that problem.
So you know, I guess I've always shared my food, but I'm not gonna share too much. It's always a bite.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll give you a bite.
But you know, if it's a dude and he ain't got no money or he just about to bum off of you stuff a little bit, that man, he gonna be honest about it. That he trying to hit that. Yeah. I'm trying to hit them fries though.
Say, bro, you know I'm about to come through the fries, huh? I just want a few.
You know what I mean? Like, them girls gonna be sneaky about it though.
Yeah, I ain't gotta deal with that.
Or whatever it is. And the last thing that's burning my boudin this week just happened. Just not. It's Halloween night. I worked out. I was sat outside for a little while giving a little candy to the kids. Then I said, man, let me go take a shower.
Giving out the girlfriend portion.
I left the bag, the tin outside. I came back. Looked like the fucking chupacabra went through that bitch. Looked like a tornado had landed in that motherfucker. Okay, then to make it even worse, I kicked out the window. I said, God damn, that shit empty. Said these kids ain't nothing nice. I walked back in, I sat down, started writing nothing nice and saying shit. I hear the shit wrangling and beating up against the window like the tin. And I came outside, balled up my fist. I was about to fucking punch a kid in his goddamn face.
Guess who it was?
It was that nigga Los at the door. that nigga sound look enraged.
Say, bro, that boy opened the door. He opened the door like I had put my finger in his booty or something.
Pause. Full pause, boy.
That boy was so mad. I said, man, what you gonna do? Kill me out here? That boy said, man, I'm finna punch in your face.
I know. If it was a kid, I was like, I expected it to be like a 16-year-old with no costume on, just pulling up, and that burned my boudin too. Trying to take candy.
That was so funny.
I was about to steal him, cut. Hey, what the fuck are you? I was gonna open the door. What the fuck are you doing, man?
He ain't never opened that door that fast.
What is wrong with you? Get the fuck off my.
Maybe his daddy came home with a piece of candy one day, and that's all he knew.
Shut up, you stupid, man. Hey, man.
So he was a candy fan after that.
So look, the homie Dre Hype, he said he got something to say. So man, hit play on that Dre Hype right quick.
Happy Halloween, people. We're right here on the doorstep of another holiday season. And this day in particular is one that, you know, we all kind of look forward to. It allows everybody to let their hair down, dress up, go out to parties. You know, the kids get free candy. You get to turn up a little bit. Act like you're actually probably act like you're like 18, 19, depending on how old you are. But I have a problem with the amount of effort that women put into this holiday. I really feel like, you know, us as men, we try to come up with clever costumes. We look at the latest news articles or the latest cool movie or, you know, try to put some kind of political spin on something that we're wearing. You know, we try to come up with something that's clever that people look at and say, hey, hi, okay, I get it. That's such and such. I really don't feel like we're getting that level of consideration and effort from the ladies. I really don't. Like, I'm seeing way too many sexy nurses and sexy cops and, you know, sexy referee or I'm seeing way too much of that. And the one thing that I hate to see that I see every year is just lingerie. Like, I'm just going to come out the house in my lingerie.
I'm not mad.
That is the tackiest, most terrible, most slutty looking shit that you could possibly wear.
What's going on?
And yeah, you know what? We need a couple of y'all to come out the house looking like that just because, I mean, you know, it is lingerie. You just wearing it outside. But at the same time, how much effort does that actually take? Like, I'm resentful because of the effort. You don't have to think about what you're going to wear. You're just going to wear something that got your titties out. You're going to wear a bodysuit. Like, come on, man. Like, do you know everything that I had to, all of the articles I had to read and all the shit that I had to look up to come up with the costume that I'm wearing? And your ass is out here and some Fredericks of Hollywood, like it's just as clever as what I'm wearing, we're celebrating 2 different holidays. Well, I don't even know if you can call this a holiday, but you get my point.
What is wrong with Dre? Hey,
Dre, wow.
hey,
Shout out.
he don't have the same problems I got, man. Because shit, for Halloween, normally I just walk out. Like today, I had some short shorts on. Normally, I just put gray sweatpants on. No effort. Lay mine, motherfucker. Look at that fucking dick print. Look at me. Halloween.
Meat man.
Nothing is wrong. I didn't know he was going at first.
Hey, you know what I thought would have been real funny?
Lingerie. Go ahead.
Would have been the funniest to me if any one of us would have dressed up as a French bread. That would have been very funny.
Oh, boudin. If I'd have dressed up as a
a burnt piece of boudin,
they would have thought I was a condom, but I'd have been like, nah, I'm a boudin.
Boudin. They'd be like,
no,
what
look
you
at this
mean?
rice.
Look at that rice. a fresh sausage. You gonna dress up as a Buddha? Cause that's stupid. I hate it.
So yeah, I don't know what. Okay, all right. I feel Dre. I feel it, but I don't know what he want women to dress up as, like a tree or like a specific type of tree. Because I'm good with the sexy bumblebee or the sexy nurse or the sexy referee every year.
Man,
I'm fine with that.
It's a day for them to dress like extreme hoes. Let them do them.
Yeah, we talked about this before, that their lack of just kind of work ethic in this and just being slutty or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be slutty boudin. I wouldn't be mad at that either, okay?
Yeah, like boudin that's already been sucked.
Or split open. Unless split open boudin, okay?
Yeah, with the part you don't start on.
They're gonna be a little French bread, cause it's slit right here and look some butter. I don't need it. I don't need nothing to do with it.
Ew.
Yeah, women not creative, but the shit damn sure be sexy.
That's all that matter.
Los didn't want to dress up as a bottle girl with me. I said we was gonna do it, so
bottle service.
Yeah, bottle girl. Like we'd have put a little leotard on under some shorts with some shouts and some high side. Not bottle girl, like a Hooters girl. You know, shorts, stockings, socks.
So, ever since I saw that, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Ever since I saw that that whole like, oh yeah, all the black actors, they make them dress up as a, wear a dress. I don't know how much I really believe that, but I'm not ever dressing up as a woman.
No, I mean, I didn't say we was gonna put on a wig.
Relax.
So what, y'all gonna be some bottle niggas?
Yeah,
like,
some bottle niggas.
Like,
bottle niggas, like some punks. But hold up, almost to the side, not like some punks though. Like men,
niggas.
Cause you've never went. Cause they got like when we go to what's that shit called? What's the fucking called? Downtown. On Friday nights it'd be
Little Woodrows.
No, black people. Grooves.
Oh yeah.
They got like male bartenders in there, and them boys be like having their shirt,
tight ass
shirts and
rips
whatever.
Their nipples out.
Yeah, like
so they nice, like they like Chippendale type niggas.
Almost, yeah. And women be like liking that, so they be having like fine. The women don't be super fine, but they be having fine women and fine dudes behind the bar. Like, but we was just basically like bottle girls wear the same, not bottle girls, but like girls at like Prospect Park. They wear the same thing. Mm-hmm. They always wear like some little either shorts or a little one piece something. With some stockings, like them sheer stockings.
Dirty ass chucks.
Some like striped socks and some dirty ass chucks with a shirt that say like Prospect Park.
Yeah.
So we was just gonna put on some stockings and some chucks and some things.
With some
shouts on. Shouts. Not really super shouts.
No, just some shouts.
Just some shouts.
Thigh meat.
With a shirt that say Prospect Park. And they would have been like, "Oh, look these niggas! These niggas is bottle girls."
With a little fanny pack.
The shit, the only time that would be acceptable and fun is if you was fucked up.
Oh yeah, I plan to be fucked.
Because if you go in there sober, you cannot do that. You can't just be like,
Why would I want to be sober doing that? Why would I?
I know. I'm just saying, you can't just have a bad night. It can't be the night where you have a headache.
Gotcha.
You can't do that night.
Gotcha. Yeah, you gotta come on with it.
We don't really have those kind of things.
Well, man, look, we potted for a while, man. We're gonna get this edited up. It's gonna be up in y'all bag ASAP, man. Look, Alapalooza weekend, man. Look, I wear a size 13 shoe, extra large, everything. Make sure you holler at you, dude, man. But really, more than anything, man, holler at me. Show me some love on the social, man. Show us some love. for my birthday.
What's your Instagram?
By telling a friend
I don't know your
to
Instagram.
tell a friend. No, my Instagram is at Best Friend Weekend.
Look at them.
All right.
Shout them out. We post them all.
My Twitter is at BFW Pod. On Facebook, Best Friend Weekend. On YouTube, Best Friend Weekend, and I know y'all saw that new Blackbuster video.
Hey, bro, comment on there, bro. That shit was funny as hell.
We're gonna keep doing those and keep them coming at you.
We got one coming that's a classic, boy.
So, yeah, you know what it is, man. Look, be humble, my friends, and we're gonna holler at y'all next week. Roger, do you realize you? Oh, did I hang up the phone? I meant to stop the recording and I hung up the phone.